I'm here with Geraint Jones on the eve of the Cheltenham Cricket Festival. Geraint, there's a slight change in plan for you. Just to explain what's going on.
Yeah, probably be a bit of a shock to people, but it's been something I've been thinking about strongly over the last few weeks, and I've come to the decision that this season's going to be my last season as a cricket player. But it's on a positive note that I've made the decisions. Yes, the family side of things has been a big consideration, but ultimately what's sort of made me think most about was what's best for Gloucester cricket and this squad. And over the last few weeks, I felt that there were guys who needed opportunity, and my spot in the team was potentially taking that opportunity. So as a sort of immediate effect, I won't be captaining, so I'm not going to play in this games, but I'm available for all cricket. It's just the fact that I feel that this team needs to find themselves and move forward. I've put a lot of work in the start of this summer, but a lot of these guys are contracted for the next couple of years. The two coaches have come in and they've inherited this squad, so now it's a chance at the back end of the season, of which I still want to play a big role of helping them and helping the team on and off the field, to start to formulate the best way forward for this group of players in Gloucester cricket. And so it's sad the fact that this will be my last season, but I'm happy myself in that decision, because I feel it's the right one, and it's been something that's been in my mind for a few weeks. So I'm happy with it, and I'm thinking, I know it's for the best reasons that I'm doing it, and so hopefully the guys can. I told them all this morning, and they were a bit surprised, and because obviously I'd signed a 2-year deal. But when I explained exactly that I feel that as a group, it's a great opportunity for them to work out how they want to do things. Fantastic time here at Cheltenham to start that. The boys love playing here, and it's opportunity for them to go and express themselves, and just do some thinking as a group as to how best to move forward with Gloucester.
So just give us an insight. What is it about the evolution of this team, or of individuals within this team, that sort of hastened your decision?
I think the fact that a big one for me was Gareth Roderick. Obviously he'd broken his thumb, so it meant I had the gloves back on. But if he'd come back into the side, it would have meant someone like Ian Cobain, who's been in and out the side quite a bit over the last few years, and that what was nagging away was with the opportunity, with a bit of security of his place, what could he be capable of? We know how good a one-day player is. I played in the game last year against Surrey with the red ball, where he got 170, and so it's as much as that for his opportunity, for their opportunities, to give a chance for the coaches to work out where's best to bat these guys, who's best to be in the side. And I'm thinking that's probably heavily more on the batting side of things, but and it gives them mainly Dorse as well to look to the future and start planning for the winter, so that next season it's a bit of a springboard for that. Not riding off this season by any means, but this is a great opportunity to evaluate what's good, what needs to be worked on, what needs to be added, and almost get a leapfrog going into the 2016 season.
We understand that Coey's going to be captain, certainly for the next game, but presumably, thereon you'll be a sort of a person to turn to, someone to sort of share your knowledge and advice still. Looking ahead to the rest of the season, what can this team achieve? What would you like almost as a retirement present from this group of players?
Yeah, obviously, getting promotion was something we talked about at the start, but that's probably a bit of a stretch now. What I'd like to see them is really get together as a group and play. We did at the start of the year. The way we were playing at the start was incredible. It was they were a real team unit, and I feel that that's something that they still need to work on. And off the field, they're an unbelievable bunch. They spend a lot of time together. They love each other's company, and I suppose it's a bit encompassing that onto the field. There's always been an outsider captaining them for the last few years. Michael before me, and now myself, and a bit of it was the fact that I feel that someone from within this tight group to get them to really go together for the future. Not that, not that I feel that hasn't occurred under me, but I just think that potentially is a way forward because this group I see them as a 2 to 3 year. When the young bowlers who get to their mid-20s, the batting group get to their late 20s, 30s, that what the work can be started now and really put in place now, which we started pre-season this year, can be so beneficial going forward. And that's what I suppose that's what weighed on my mind a lot, is that what's best for this group, and that was getting those guys involved and me taking a bit of a back seat.
And just finally then, from a personal point of view, you've had an incredible career. Just give us maybe a highlight or two from that time. And what was it that made you know that this was the right time for you as a player?
So if I talk about highlights first, I've been fortunate. I've been pinching myself my whole career really, because I didn't turn professional till I was 24. But then a couple of years down the line, I was off touring for England, and obviously the Ashes was a massive part of that. That group, winning 2005, Edgbaston Test. I could pick out 100 moments from that whole series, which have been incredible. My time at Kent was unbelievable. I loved every minute of it. We won the 2020 there. We got promotion. So my whole career I look back with great fondness. And if you'd have spoken to me as a 16, 17-year-old, 18-year-old lad still in Australia, and sort of said to me that sort of nearly 20 years down the line, this is what you become and what you would have done, I wouldn't have believed it for a minute. So I look back with great pride and on that, to be honest. And I suppose when it comes to that decision making, I've heard a lot of people say when the time is right, and for me it was we played a 2020 game, a T20 game down at Brighton, and it was an afternoon game, and weather was fantastic, and there I was walking on the beach on my own, with the lads, but family were back in Kent. They were about to go off to Cyprus on a week's holiday, and that sort of made me think, I want to be a part of that now. I've had sort of 15, 16 years of my time. Been quite selfish in that time with cricket, and I've got two young boys who are both starting school, and so the family decision was a big one. But as much as that, it was what this group is capable of and needs to move forward. So walking along Brighton Beach definitely was a moment for me that really sort of sat in my mind, that I needed to look forward and what was best. And I suppose that was a catalyst, that walk along the beach in the sun.